to qualify in may not seem like a big feat to a lot of the teams that have charters and don't have to race their way in, but it's truly been amazing, this whole experience. And Chris Stapleton and Charlie Whiskey, Chasing USA and having the president here, this whole week has just been incredible. And this sport is truly humbling, it's incredible, and I'm very proud of what we've accomplished and looking forward to having fun today. When all the hard work now is done, and we're just enjoying the moments and gonna have a lot of fun.
It's all a bit surreal. Why don't we end it with a win, maybe, for the 40 car, Steve?
Down here with one of the Truex Juniors, I'm putting the band back together. Cole Byrne from the Furniture Outlet, Blake Harris, who's not crew chief for Alice Bowman, he's hanging out there. He's kind of putting the old band back together, but a new effort here for you as well, Martin. Your thoughts? You got to come from 39th spot, but how's the car, and what do you need to do to get to the front?
Yeah, I think we did a little bit of work this week on our Bass Pro Camry, and it seems like it's pretty sporty. So I'm excited about today. It's great to have Cole back, and yeah, hopefully we can just keep this thing rolling all day long, be around at the end. That's what's going to matter today.
That is what's going to matter at the end of the day. This Furniture Road team came inches of that win on the grimacing down here when I mentioned it a few years back. Chris Wilner?
First start of the Daytona 500 for Shane Van Gisbergen, and boy, what a scene down here, right? Everybody's stopping and staring, but what are your thoughts before you climb back behind the wheel and get to race in front of this great crowd?
Man, this is up there. This is like Le Mans kind of pre-race stuff. It's intense. It's awesome. It's one of the best races I've ever done. So, yeah, trying to stay calm. We got obviously our backup. Then we failed text, and we're going to the back, then to the back again. But yeah, just settle in, have some fun, and try to work our way forward.
The name is the name of the game for SVG, Alan.
Christopher Bell's come painfully close to winning this the last 2 years. What will make the difference today?
Oh, man, what will make the difference? I don't really know. You just got to be in position at the end, that's for sure. And that's something that we've done the last 2 years, this 20 group. So you just pray, and you hope to be in that position again and play your cards a little bit differently. Yeah, it's so tough. This race is so tough. There's so much that goes on, and there truly is no favorite going into this event. You never know who's going to win, who's going to walk out of here with a trophy. But one thing's for sure, we've done good the last 2 years, and we're looking forward to another honest effort in this DeWalt Team Interstate Camry.
Yeah, good-looking 20 car, Steve Post.
Brad Keselowski ready to roll out. Brad's going to start in position number 34. He's down here with his family, just kind of having a little quiet time before we get started. Brad, you've come close here before. You've won here in August or July. You've won at Talladega. What would it mean to you to finally check the Daytona 500 off the bucket list?
Yeah, I mean, Post, man, it's been one of them that's been a struggle to bring home, but we had a great opportunity. The car's super fast. I feel like I know the moves we need to make. You got to survive. That's the big challenge, is surviving this race. So, outside of that, it would mean a lot to win in a lot of different ways, certainly for our team and everything we're trying to build and accomplish here at RFK. But for me, it's that last crown jewel that I haven't checked off, and this is our shot.
This is their shot, that's for sure. It's been a big week. He celebrated a birthday and also announced that they are expecting him and Paige, their 4th child, coming up. That's Brad Keselowski.
And we congratulate the Keselowski family as they are growing their family. That's it for NASCAR Live Race Day. Opening ceremonies are coming up. NASCAR Live Race Day has been brought to you by Toyota. For the latest Toyota Gazoo racing information, visit tgrna.com.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay is my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine kit. If you got this cold air intake on my watch list, I might just go for it. Keep the ride cool and your DIY streak high. Find all the parts you need at prices you love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusive supply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventure, fun, techy.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Crack.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
From Daytona International Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
You crave power, you bleed speed, you live for the roar of the crowd and the taste of victory. But your ride is holding you back. Ignite your engine's soul with E3 Spark Plugs. The same spark that fuels NASCAR champions unleashes explosive power in your ride. Don't just dream of speed. Make it your reality. Find E3 at your nearest auto parts store. E3 Spark Plugs. E3, what are you running?
Hi folks, Kyle Petty here. Victory Junction is celebrating 20 incredible years of camp for children with serious medical conditions. As we look ahead, we're gearing up for even more unforgettable experiences. Victory Junction provides joy year-round. Whether you know a child who would benefit from coming to a camp, or you're looking to make a difference as a volunteer or staff member, Victory Junction is for you. Discover how you can get involved at victoryjunction.org.
And 44 countries have fans coming here as well.
Here's the starting lineup for the Daytona 500. Sponsored by eBay Motors. Picture this. You're halfway through a DIY car fix and boom, you're missing a part. It's okay, because whatever it is, it's on eBay and guaranteed to fit every time. Row 21.
Hélio Castroneves, São Paulo, Brazil.
Row 20.
Jimmy Johnson, El Cajon, California. Martin Truex Jr., Mayetta, New Jersey.
Row 19.
Alex Bowman, Tucson, Arizona. Zane Smith, Huntington Beach, California.
Row 18.
Daniel Suarez, Monterrey, Mexico. Justin Haley, Winnemac, Indiana.
Row 17.
Brad Keselowski, Rochester Hills, Michigan. Carson Ostovar, Portage, Michigan.
Row 16.
Noah Gragson, Las Vegas, Nevada. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Olive Branch, Mississippi.
Row 15.
Cole Custer, Ladera Ranch, California. Josh Berry, Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Row 14.
Cody Ware, Greensboro, North Carolina. Ryan Priest, Berlin, Connecticut.
Row 13.
Shane Van Gisbergen, Manukau, New Zealand. Michael McDowell, Glendale, Arizona.
Row 12.
Riley Herbst, Las Vegas, Nevada. Ty Gibbs, Washington, D.C.
Row 11.
Kyle Larson, Elk Grove, California. Kyle Busch, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Row 10.
Christopher Bell, Norman, Oklahoma. Justin Allgaier, Spalding, Illinois.
Row 9.
John Hunter Nemechek, Charlotte, North Carolina. Chase Elliott, Dawsonville, Georgia.
Row 8.
Ryan Blaney, Hartford, Ohio. Austin Dillon, Welcome, North Carolina.
Row 7.
Todd Gilliland, Mooresville, North Carolina. A.J. Allmendinger, Los Gatos, California.
Row 6.
Corey LaJoy, Annapolis, North Carolina. Tyler Reddick, Corning, California.
And now, the top 10 starters. Starting 10.
Joey Logano, Middletown, Connecticut.
Starting 9.
Ross Chastain, Alva, Florida.
Starting 8.
Denny Hamlin, Chesterfield, Virginia.
Starting 7.
Ty Dillon, Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Starting 6.
Chris Buescher, Crawford, Texas.
Starting 5th.
William Byron, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Starting 4th.
Eric Jones, Byron, Michigan.
Starting 3rd.
Bubba Wallace, Mobile, Alabama.
Starting 2nd.
Austin Cindric, Mooresville, North Carolina.
And starting on the pole.
Chase Briscoe, Mitchell, Indiana.
That's the starting lineup for the Daytona 500.
All of those drivers are standing by their race cars right now. We are closing in on pre-race ceremonies. Alex Hayden, NASCAR Hall of Famer, Rusty Wallace back with me. The energy is palpable. You can feel the energy coming from this sold-out crowd here today, Alex.
Knowing what's at stake today, your name goes down in the history books forever as a Daytona 500 champion. The President of the United States is here. He's right here in the infield getting ready to come out to pit lane. Rusty, it's an amazing energy right now.
No, it's a lot of energy right now, but for a driver, what I'm thinking about is the start of this race, and I'm looking at this weather that's going to come in a little bit later on, and on my mind, it's like get this baby to halfway and be leading this thing around the halfway mark. That's what's all over my mind right now. A lot of pomp and circumstances, a lot of exciting things with the president being here and all that, but as a driver, okay, now it's time to get after it. It's time to pull them seatbelts down and think about the job at hand. And the job at hand, be leading it halfway.
And that is some of what we can expect, the intensity to be created by Rusty, what Rusty just mentioned. He mentioned that the president is on the property. He has made his way through the infield of Daytona International Speedway. He basically has pulled into what yesterday was the NASCAR Xfinity Series garage. He has made his way into the Daytona 500 Club directly across from us here at the start and finish line. With everyone poised and in position, everybody is on their feet. We are ready for pre-race ceremonies for the 67th running of the Daytona 500.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to join us as Chaplain Farzad Norian representing Advent Health of Central Florida, offers today's invocation.
Father in heaven, we pause for a moment, Lord, to acknowledge you on this afternoon and ask for a sense of your presence to be with us. Please, Lord, protect our drivers in the race today, our crew members, our officials, our fans, and their families. And Lord, please protect and bless our president as he serves this nation. Bless our men and women in the military. Bless those in law enforcement and their families. And bless the United States of America. In Jesus' name, amen.
And now please rise. As you are able, remove your hats and veterans render a hand salute as the Military District of Washington Joint Armed Forces Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Color, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome from the United States Air Force Band Singing Sergeants, Technical Sergeant Michael J. Aiello.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
With the United States Air Force Thunderbirds flying over top, we are ready for the 67th Daytona 500.
Kyle Larson brings in 74 tires Sunoco Racing.
From fueling NASCAR champions on the track for over 20 years to innovating 94 octane, the highest octane on the market. Performance is what Sunoco does. All Sunoco fuel at the pump meets the same top-tier standards as the fuel used in NASCAR.
Give the Ryan Blaney 4 tires of Sunoco fuel.
From the track to your tank, you can trust Sunoco to help your vehicle perform at its peak.
On Thursdays, NASCAR Live goes wide open with some of the biggest names in the sport.
The goal is the same, so the mindset's the same, all right? The goal is to win the championship.
And some familiar voices that you might not have heard from in a while.
You know, I thought about going to one of these teams because I'd really like to win the 500. I never planned any of this to start with, right from the very beginning.
No matter what driver or what era is your favorite, NASCAR Live Wide Open has every corner of the fan base covered. Subscribe now wherever you listen to podcasts. From Daytona International Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Well, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and member FDIC.
The Motor Racing Network's podcast offerings are a must for any NASCAR fan. MRN Classic Races feature over 50 years of NASCAR racing. Go behind the MRN microphones with 50 years the voice of NASCAR. Also check out Jeff Gordon, A Colorful Career, The Tough Trucks of NASCAR, Junior's Journey, The Many Hats of Jack Roush, Richard Petty, Road to Royalty, and the 1993 season. Listen to these and more on the show's page on MRN.com or on your favorite podcast platform.
Network. It's the NASCAR Cup Series.
Get a big thumbs up. You're ready to rock and roll past the race starts today, pal. Go boys, let's execute and have a good day.
Today, the Daytona 500 from Daytona International Speedway. Brought to you by Toyota. For the latest Toyota Gazoo racing information, visit tgrna.com. By Wendy's Breakfast. By Straight Talk Wireless. Real unlimited data for fans of fast. Official partner of NASCAR. By Progressive Insurance. Drivers who switch to Progressive could save big. Get a quote today at progressive.com. By Powerball, the official lottery game of NASCAR. And home to the NASCAR Powerball Playoff. By eBay. eBay, things people love. And by Sunoco. From NASCAR to your car, Sunoco fuels peak performance.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. The pre-race pomp and circumstance all but buttoned up trackside. We will await the command, which will come in about 7 or 8 minutes or so. As we stand here at the start-finish line, we are watching the Beast and part of the presidential motorcade take place on the pit lane. The president in the Beast will take a couple of laps around the world center of racing. We'll look forward to seeing that. The fans are getting a kick out of that. Everybody on their feet here at Daytona. And Alex, there's a lot of phones and a lot of videos that are being taken, pictures being snapped right now as they watch the president of the United States pull on the pit lane of Daytona International Speedway.
Not just that, Mike. Current drivers poised to race in the Daytona 500 have made their way over behind the ropes with track president Frank Kelleher to come over and greet the president. We see Ricky Stenhouse Jr. there. Pole sitter Chase Briscoe is there with his kids with him to come over to get a glimpse and see the president of the United States. It doesn't matter what side you're on as far as your political affiliation. When a sitting president elects to come to visit our sport, the sport of NASCAR racing, it is truly something remarkable. And President Donald Trump right now has just exited the Beast, and he is now walking up the pit lane right now, waving to a throng of fans, including the King. Richard Petty is down there. The Captain, Roger Penske, is down there. Rick Hendrick, Richard Childress. As President Donald Trump now stands at the middle of the pit lane, everybody in this massive stadium are standing and cheering, chanting USA as Donald Trump salutes the fans back.
Everybody, including, as you mentioned, Richard Childress, car owners, drivers alike, they will take the driver's wheel, their places with their cars in a moment after they greet and meet the President of the United States. Rusty Wallace, let's talk a little bit about what's going on right now. Normally when you close in on the 500, there's a lot of pre-race jitters. I imagine for the competitors it goes to another level when the leader of the free world decides to stop by and pay visits.
Oh, yeah, you can say you're done with all the stuff that happens before the race and you're ready to go racing, but this is a whole different deal. This has got them on, they got it pulled in neutral, I would say, right now. You know, as a race car driver, you got the 4 gears. You put it in neutral, you sit back, you take a look at what's going on with the President of the United States. This is a once-in-a-lifetime deal. This does not happen very much.
It does not. Some of the drivers are actually down there shaking hands now with the President of the United States. We're getting closer to the command of fire engines on the 67th Daytona 500.
Kyle Larson brings his 74 tires Sunoco Racing Fuel.
From fueling NASCAR champions on the track for over 20 years to innovating 94 octane, the highest octane on the market. Performance is what Sunoco does. All Sunoco fuel at the pump meets the same top-tier standards as the fuel used in NASCAR.
Here for Ryan Blaney, 4 tires of Sunoco fuel.
From the track to your tank, you can trust Sunoco to help your vehicle perform at its peak.
Don't miss a moment of the NASCAR season.
They drove it and never lifted. Put it against the safer barrier and all the way around the turn past the Denny Hamlin.
Check out the Motor Racing Network's coverage of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and the NASCAR Cup Series on hundreds of local radio stations around the country. Find your local station by going to MRN.com to catch the excitement of NASCAR on the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Zane Smith, Noah Gregson, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Chase Briscoe, drivers who went up and shook the president's hand are now trotting back to their race cars at the pit lane to climb aboard to go racing. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you don't think there are racers in the cars, there are racers on the pit lane too. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. just won the foot race down the pit lane and taunted them as he went by them. From Daytona International Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years, and #2 among public universities for employability. ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Need inspiration? Shop Thrive for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Fries, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.